If I had to sum my dad up in one word, which would be very difficult to do, it'd be humor. Everything about him, every situation he was in, even if it was a situation where you think you can't find humor in it, he had the ability to find humor and make others laugh, which is a pretty awesome characteristic. If I had to say one word to describe my mom, she's the most thoughtful human being I've ever come across. So I suppose if you put the two of them together, you would come up with a humorous, thoughtful human being. But they really were a perfect match in terms of how they complemented each other.
Jody was a teacher, and she taught special ed students early in her career. So children have always been of special interest to her. Bill was an entrepreneur, a leader, and destined to succeed in whatever endeavor he chose.
They both benefited a lot from people supporting them when they were kids or when they were in college, and taking advantage of those opportunities and turning those into success really motivated them to give other people opportunities in that. And that's why you see, although they were involved in a significant amount of things, they were involved in usually things that were around children and giving children that may not have the same opportunities that we have or have had, but giving them the opportunity to have a hand up and have an opportunity to not worry about things they shouldn't have to worry about.
I think they have always, and I'm sure Mike mentioned this, stuck to their preference has been organizations that have provided opportunity for children, whether it was Completely Kids, where working parents could feel comforted that their children had a place to learn and grow, and mentors there. I think their heart has always been helping kids.
They've been involved with Completely Kids as long as I can remember. Jody was a founding member of the Guild, and she's been an advisory board member. They've obviously contributed greatly to capital campaigns and fundraising drives.
PPP, Pigs, Pinot, and Poetry, was a unique one that obviously them and all their friends also were very involved in getting up and running with Cindy Leiferman and others, so it was a really big deal. And it's a blast. Everybody has fun, but it's for a good cause.
Jody had an interest several years ago to bring the mission of Completely Kids to a younger volunteer group. And so she, along with some of the younger volunteers, instituted the annual Christmas party, Breakfast with Santa,
where everybody would bring a gift for the kids and have the kids come. So when we would take our kids to that brunch, which actually was at Champions, but it started at my parents' house. The first few years, I remember going and valet parking. Me and Bill would valet park because it snowed unexpectedly. People our age that have younger kids that may not be as involved in the community yet, to see what they can do and meet other people in the community that they can spend time with, but also see what that means to the kids that would come from Completely Kids and receive those gifts.
Penny Parker, she's Penny's #1 fan, really respects and appreciates how she runs organizations and just what she does.
Jody and Bill are some of the most unique people I've ever met. They are principled, ethical, honest. They have a vibrancy and a love for life, and they're just wonderful parents. They have contributed to Omaha in so many ways, and they've always felt a tremendous obligation to give back to the community.
Bill used to always say, and we repeat this all the time, he did everything in his own enlightened self-interest. Don't do it just to do it because it will make you feel good and make you better for helping other people. And we think that creating that, one of those events, it creates opportunities for people to see each other, but also to collaborate on ways that we can help each other and get people comfortable so they can work with each other, whether it's at Completely Kids or other nonprofits that can use the help and make a difference. We're not going to stop being involved in the community, and hopefully we can just grow that with our kids and with Ashley's family and my family, but hopefully all of us can fill that gap, because there is a gap without Bill here to be kind of a guiding factor.
Well, I obviously think my parents are awesome. I feel extremely blessed. I'm extremely proud of everything my parents have done for the Omaha community, for Mike and I, for our children, and I fully expect to continue that legacy through my own actions and also how I raise my children, to continue what my parents have begun and continue to do.